Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy once again, Upubesi Mphathi Umhlaba. Greetings to all of y'all from wherever you are around the world. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are good. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope you're taking care of your loved ones. I hope you're keeping safe, and I hope you like working hard towards pursuing your goals, man. Without further ado, if you're new to this channel, welcome to Football is a Religion. If you're new, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And welcome, man. Let us grow this community. Let us grow this footballing community. And let us always, just keep in touch with all the footballing action that's happening around the world. So today, without further ado, I'll talk about the results the games that took place last night in the Dstv Premiership, which took place, the first game being TS Galaxy taking on SuperSport United at the Mbombela Stadium, and then the other game being Cape Town SPURS taking on Orlando Pirates at the Cape Town Stadium. So from my reports, based on my own analysis and the results from the game, I'll give you, it'll be quite brief. The first game that took place between TS Galaxy and SuperSport at the Mbombela Stadium resulted in SuperSport winning away from home by 3-2. So TS Galaxy 2, SuperSport United 3, right? So it was a 5-goal thriller. Let's go back to the first half. The first half, what a game that was. First half was end-to-end stuff, action-packed. We saw 4 goals being scored in the first half. I mean, that's clearly what you want to see from a game of football, especially if you want to see, especially when two teams are going head-to-toe. They're going toe-to-toe against one another. You would want to see both teams going at it. Both teams wanting to challenge for, the win, wanting to get all 3 points. Because 3 points are very crucial at this point of the season. Yes, it might be the start of the season, but every game counts. Every game counts. It does not matter whether it's the start of the season, whether it's the end of the season. Every game counts. And yes, this game did count, because right now, the win for SuperSport helps them to still remain in second position, and then the loss for TS Galaxy, they now miss out on a chance to move up to 6th. They still remain in 8th. You understand? They remain in 8th, but then a victory for TS Galaxy could have moved them to 6th. It could have moved them. They could have been sitting pretty well in the top 8. So now their position in the top 8 is at risk, because now they are tied. They are level on points with Amazulu and Kaizer Chiefs, who languish in 9th and 10th position. So they are basically on the same points right now. And as for SuperSport, this victory sees them only 2 points adrift from log leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. But bear in mind that Mamelodi Sundowns have got 2 games in hand. So perhaps it could make a difference. You understand? It could help in terms of closing the widening gap between them and their city rivals. But from my own perspective, I don't think it really makes much of a difference, because remember, Sundowns have got 2 games in hand. Remember, they've only played 8 games. They've got a 100% record so far this season. SuperSport have now played 10 games, 2 games more than log leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. You understand? And plus, they've also played more than 1 game to 3rd place Golden Arrows. They now leapfrog Golden Arrows into 2nd position. But remember, Golden Arrows as well have a game in hand. So remember, Abafana Best 10 that now have cup duties. They've got cup duties against their eThekwini rivals Amazulu. So based on this game, the TS Galaxy vs SuperSport United game, we saw SuperSport take the lead in the 12th minute thanks to a brilliant free kick by set-piece specialist LYLE. We saw him score many brilliant strikes from a free kick. We saw him doing it at Sundowns. We saw it doing it at Bloemfontein Celtic, even at Cape Town City. He still maintains his class, shows his quality. He pretty reminds me more of Dentlate. Dentlate was a set-piece specialist in his time. Dentlate was a set-piece. That left foot was deadly. Just like LAKAY's left foot. It's deadly. Brilliant free kick. Wonderful free kick. Wonderfully taken free kick to give MATSATSANTSA Pitori the lead. Although they bottled that lead, they gave away a penalty, a silly penalty, which was converted by the Brazilian Hugo Vidal to level the score at 1-1 from the penalty spot for TS Galaxy. And then TS Galaxy took the lead again for the first time in the game, thanks to a dazzling run by Letlhogonolo Mojela. Pretty much reminds you of the goal that Kagiso Sebelebele scored over the weekend against Sekhukhune United. It was like pretty much similar. It was very similar, as you could see. A dazzling run from like the right-hand side, going inside, and then firing a shot, which found the back of the net. Pretty much similar to the one that Kagiso Sebelebele scored. So kudos, wonderfully taken goal by Letlhogonolo Mojela, who got that was his first goal of the season. And then SuperSport did level the score right on the before halftime, right before the halftime whistle was to loom large. LYLE again, brilliant goal, finding the top corner, slotted a great shot which found the top corner to level the scores at 2-2. You understand? And then going into the second half, you were really, based on how the game went in the first half, there's so many goals, so much action, end-to-end stuff. You could see both teams really wanted to go for it. But we didn't really see much of the same energy in the second half. Unfortunately, we didn't really see much of the energy in the second half because the only thing that you could talk about from regards to the second half performance from both teams was the fact that Bradley GROBLER scored again. You understand? Scoring the winning goal in the 76th minute. Now that's his 5th league goal of the season. Bradley GROBLER takes his account to 5 league goals in the season. He's now level with Lucas Ribeiro Costa of Mamelodi Sundowns. Remember, bear in mind, Lucas Ribeiro Costa is out injured, so we are not sure when he's going to return. But they are now level. Remember, now the top goal scorer in the Dstv Premiership is Tshegofaso Mabasa of Moroka Swallows. So Bradley GROBLER scoring the winning goal, providing the telling touch. Great goal by the forward, the veteran, calmly slotting it into the bottom corner, giving MATSATSANTSA Pitori the lead. And we didn't really see much of a response from TS Galaxy. The only thing that we saw was Fumbadzai was sent off. SuperSport were reduced to 10 men, 7 minutes from time. In the 83rd minute, Fumbadzai was sent off, given his marching orders. Deservedly so. But Kevin Hunt's troops managed to hold on for a 3-2 victory, a hard-earned 3-2 victory, which sees them now moving to second position, like I said. Yeah, kudos to SuperSport United and hard luck for TS Galaxy. But it was a great performance by both teams. Great performance. Going on to the other game, which took place between Cape Town SPURS and Orlando Pirates. So both teams, remember both teams met in the cup game. Orlando Pirates winning that one comfortably as well by 2-0. And then coming into this one, at the Cape Town Stadium, Orlando Pirates traveling to the Cape Town Stadium, to Cape Town, to take on a winless Cape Town SPURS. Coming into this game, both teams were under pressure. Remember, Pirates let it slip against Polokwane City. They were supposed to have won that game against Polokwane City at home. And now coming into this one, they were under pressure to deliver, to get a decent result, which was only 3 points that was required for them, so that they can keep the pressure up with Mamelodi Sundowns. Oh, wait. Sorry for that. Sorry for the interruption. So Cape Town SPURS took the lead in the 3rd minute, a shock lead in the 3rd minute, getting an early goal thanks to Lubeni Haukongo, you understand, defender, scoring off a rebound after the goal. The ball was saved by goalkeeper Melusi Buthelezi, and then after a rebounded effort, he put the ball into the back of the net, and they doubled their lead again in the 36th minute, thanks to Gerard Morule, former Stellenbosch defender Gerard Morule, putting the ball into the back of the net, giving them a 2-0 lead. Shocking. And then Cupido had a chance to put the game to bed, but it was a team effort. Again, it's very important that as a striker, you need to bury those chances. It's very important, and that's the thing what happened with Cape Town SPURS this season. Not converting opportunities such as those ones. He should have buried that one to make it 3-0. But then, yeah, we saw they were punished again. Luckily, it didn't come back to haunt them towards the end of the 90. You know, they held on for their first victory of the season. This is their first victory of the season after 9 games. And what a way to win your first game against Orlando Pirates. Against all odds. You understand? Orlando Pirates. Getting your first victory of the season against Orlando Pirates. What a way to claim your first victory. As well as the fact that we saw Orlando Pirates, they did get back into the game before halftime, giving them a glimmer of hope of coming back into the game. We saw Evidence Makgopa getting his first goal for the Buccaneers since joining from Baroka FC. It was a combination between him and Tapelo Xoki. Tapelo Xoki heading the ball back into the 18-yard area, and then which was finished brilliantly by Evidence Makgopa. Right time, right place, right time, giving them coolly slotting the ball into the back of the net, giving Orlando Pirates a glimmer of hope, a glimpse of hope right on the cusp of halftime to get back into the game. But it wasn't to be. Orlando Pirates had a few chances. They had great chances in the second half, but it was just not meant to be. Great work by Cape Town Spurs for holding on to this crucial victory. Right now, the teams that languish above them right now, even though they've won their first game of the season, they still languish at the bottom of the table, which is a clear sign that the teams that are above them, which is Richards Bay and Royal AM, really need to be careful. Really need to be careful now. Because if Cape Town Spurs can keep up with this momentum, I'm telling you, they are going to survive the drop. They really are going to survive the drop. And like I said, Cape Town Spurs, from this point onwards, they just need to keep it up, securing those 3 points all the way. Even though now next they face Kaizer Chiefs in an empty stadium. Hopefully, they can keep up with this momentum, cause another upset in a space of a week. You understand? But we will see. Because right now, currently, Cape Town Spurs are on 3 points. Richards Bay above them in 15th place are on 6 points. Royal AM in 14th place are on 8 points. So there's not much of a difference between those 3 teams. Cape Town Spurs is just like now they're 5 points adrift from Royal AM, who are in 14th position. Richards Bay, they're only 3 points adrift from Richards Bay, who are in 15th position. So currently right now, Cape Town Spurs still stand a great chance of surviving the job. They just need to continue getting the results. Building on from this victory. First victory in 9 games. And kudos to them for holding on. As for Orlando Pirates, our chances, again, they blew a chance. They blew it. This was their chance of going into 8th position. They're currently in 14th position right now on the standings after 8 games. And right now, a victory against Cape Town Spurs could have seen them move up to 8th position on the table, in the top 8. So, again, another opportunity wasted by the Buccaneers. And I think they've got themselves to blame for not being clinical enough, as well as giving away, not being on the lookout defensively, because they were punished for poor defending. Lapse of concentration at the back. Remember, in the top flight lead against every team, in the top flight league game, you need to understand concentration is key from the very first whistle to the last. Concentration is very key. And they were caught at the back in the early 3 minutes, and they were punished. And yeah, congratulations to Cape Town Spurs once again for getting their first points of the season. Congratulations to them. And what a way to get them. So yeah, it's pretty much interesting, man. It's pretty much interesting. But with time it will tell that how far are most of these teams willing to push, because Sundowns is the only team that is currently really showing some real intent. They are really showing some real intent and consistent intent. You understand? Their intention is to win the league again, breaking records again. So all the other teams really need to be more consistent, show more consistency, and they need to avoid complacency from this point onwards. So currently, we will be in touch. We're just looking forward to the Carling Knockout Cup. the quarterfinals, and I hope you're also looking forward to it too. And I'll be back to also discuss the Carabao Cup. We saw Manchester United, Tottenham now out, Arsenal is out, Manchester City is out. So interesting, man. Remember, Tottenham and Manchester City were out long time ago. So now the upsets in the quarterfinal in this last 16 was what? Manchester United being trashed again 3-0 by Newcastle at home. Arsenal being walloped 3-0, 3-1 I guess. But that was just a mere consolation by West Ham United. So wow, pretty much interesting. Pretty much interesting. I hope you also find it interesting yourself. So we'll be back in touch to discuss that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please tune in for more. Cheers, man.
Ngempela ke la kusho ukuthi umodiba nangilaphana ke ukhona eswini alende umuda uyaphusha ke nobhuthweli yakho phusha lapha umvala kuthiye nokekana ibona ke abalapha again 3 minutes back bese ke nangila
on the table, and this is a match worthy of a fable retelling, and this is Al-Ahli's team. 4 changes then for the Egyptian Red Devils. Hani, Slim, Magdi and Mohsen miss out on selection. Percy Tau does in fact have 2 new strike partners today, and they go by the name of Al-Shahat and Karaba. Now the Cairo International Stadium, the symbol of Egyptian football, hosts what promises the first semi-final between Wydad Casablanca. Track back whenever necessary to have more. Could they do so now? They need an equalizer, remember. Decent cross to Percy Tau. Early save from Ronwen Williams. Back to Al-Ahli. Al-Shahat. The Red Devils press on. Good ball to Butwil. That's just about enough. Percy Tau goes to ground. It's a penalty. They wanted a penalty in Pretoria. They got a penalty in Cairo now. And let's have another look. Ronwen Williams did arrive quite late. And one has to say, he didn't make any contact with the ball. Maybe a slight. This one out. Well, the penalty hasn't been taken yet. Temazwane having a few for his club. Malul against Ronwen Williams. It's a defining moment in the second leg. It's a defining moment in this tie. Score now and it's all square. Malul for Al-Ahli. Ronwen Williams saves.
emdlalweni wokuqala uImam asibonekela ukuthi ibambise
the Suez Canal. Al-Shahat whips one in again towards Percy Tau. Ronwen Williams has parried it and inadvertently puts his body in the way. 3 games in hand. And it's off to the left-hand side. Malul clips it up. Ronwen Williams fails to hold on again. Decent, it was quite shallow and towards the front post, and Mvala got enough distance on the clearance, but here comes Al-Shahat. Dieng back to Percy Tau off the crossbar. It's the second time they've hit the framework. Tau agonizingly close to his second goal against Mamelodi Sundowns, and he was onside, but he was
laba abadlala ekhaya asibonekela le corner.
And he's trying his best to make different types of runs. Modeste inches away from his toes. Touch from him. Now there's a red card. And it's been shown to Junior Mendieta. Mamelodi Sundowns' second red card in the African Football League. So look, it's late, it's high, it's around the knee area, and one really cannot complain. It's a potential leg breaker. And you will not see a clearer...
Kodwa-ke la bamvulele kahle iubonda nabadlali ababili kuphela kuze ugoalkeeper bangamsithi isa ukathini ku-18. Yebo ifoul, kodwa-ke the point is ungaphakathi ku-18 na. Nakho kufanele ureferee uyijajile ukuthi i-handball ube ngaphakathi ku-18 ngokwami akekho ngaphakathi. Uthini nangefuna ukuvuma ngekhanda enqeqisisa ikhanda ufuna ukuthini? Soke sibone ake sithule nje. Yeah, uthi penalty. Oh, akusiyo ukuthi ke wenze njani ke manje Abdel Kara ngaphandle. Hayi khona why beyipass bazokwenza njani nanga uMalawul asibone lapha ukuthi ke bazokwenza njani ke manje nanga lapha ke ibhola ngaze alikhishelwa ngani ngaphandle waliphasela ugoalkeeper uzobuya nayo. Angasi yini sidida abadlali beSundowns mina hayazi ngoba amabhola fanele bawashayele ngaphandle njengaleli ke hayi ke uNompempe uzoshaya indweba yakhe bawina lapha. Awuphelile lo mdlalo awuphelile kodwa ke lafanele ukuthi udasibonela uNompempe uzothini. Usenza ifoul lendoda nanto ke ibhola elizoqeda umdlalo nange lapha. Kodwa ke nje amathemba manje mancane kakhulu kuyona iyona lapha iAlali ukuthi ke ngakhona engaseke ikuthole Imam asho wasiyaphela ke umdlalo. iSundowns ke iyangena ke kumdlalo wamanqamu ifinal ezodlala khona ke